Hey folks, I'll call you brothers since like 97% of you are confirmed men. But hey, I want to welcome you back to the channel. So today we're taking an initial look at Project Wingman. Now this is a game that came out in 2020, and the reason I was excited for this is because I really enjoy Ace Combat. I've been playing Ace Combat since the 90s. I started playing since Ace Combat 2, I believe. And I've enjoyed the series ever since. I just wish there were more options today for Xbox, because Assault Horizons isn't backwards compatible, and neither is Ace Combat 6 Fires of Liberation. And so all we really have on Xbox is just Ace Combat 7. That's it. And why they decided to put that on Xbox as well as PlayStation, I have no idea. But it's the only game we got, and so if there's any other games out there that are like Ace Combat, and you happen to have an Xbox One or Series X, I really suggest Project Wingman. So I've only played a little bit, but so far it's been better than I expected. There are some bugs, there are some graphical issues, but overall, the game is kind of what I expected, except it's a kind of like dumbed down version of it. Let's see, hold on, let me check my audio. Perfect. Sounds great. So yeah, we're going to take a look at Project Wingman. I have to give a shout out to Oompa Did the Beat. He commented on a video of mine of where I was having issues with audio, and so far it seems like it's fixed. The real test will be to do Mafia Remaster, and I will be trying that at a later, well, you know, soonish. But he said with the audio kind of constantly cutting in and out all the time, he did say that what he did with what worked, he tried my suggestions and they didn't solve his problem on Roblox, but he tried unlinking to his Xbox and then shutting off his Xbox, and then relinking. And so for that, you basically, if you're going to go through your TV instead of your Xbox this time, and so Twitch has also changed it to where you no longer go through your Xbox, you quote go through your TV, and that's how it registers it through Twitch. And so that could have been part of the problem right there, maybe. If also in a recent update, which would have been, I think, in January, maybe, earlier this year, is that if you're having trouble finding, picking up the audio in your party for all of your other members in your party, you have to head to the settings through the Share menu tab, go to Streaming, and then through Twitch there, head down to Audio Options, basically. And at the very top of that new menu, you want to click something like Allow Party Chat. And you got to turn this on every time you stream, which gets old. But I finally figured that out. That's why we can finally hear Lion on the streams now. Thank goodness. I think it makes it more interesting, and you know, you guys can completely hear and understand what's going on while we're gaming. So anyway, I just want to thank Oompa Did That Beat for posting, and he seems like he figured it out. So try that, folks. Try unlinking, shutting down the Xbox, and then relinking it. And maybe that's the issue. Twitch has had problems for a while, and it feels like there's always something new to work through. And even if this doesn't work particularly, or the issue is still there for Mafia, I'm going to continue to see if I can work and figure out this issue, because I know it's affecting more people than just me, and I want to help you guys out. Also, if you guys are enjoying the channel, you can go ahead and give me a follow at Twitch at Don't Tread on Thee, just like my gamer tag on Xbox. And then you can also find me at Gaming Garbage 22 on YouTube. So the idea of the channel is to talk about the industry and how it's changing, and kind of the garbage, the good, bad, and the fugly, pretty much, on the industry. And so we review games, we talk about the state of gaming, of kind of like mostly the bad, or kind of what it used to be like and how it is today. We also do gaming news once a month. I have a co-op stream that I do with Lion, and we'll continue to do co-op streams even after we're done with Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. We'll continue to go on to other stuff throughout the years. And then I always do a campaign on the channel as well, and stream the entire story. So I finished the Dead Space remake, which was really good, and right now I'm going to be going through Atomic Heart. I know I've been saying that since like February, but I'm eventually going to get there, folks. It's been busy. And two, the channel is also to invest in you folks. So I know that most of you that watch and listen and stuff are guys, and you know, I remember that stage in my life from 18 to 35. I'm 33 right now, but I remember a lot of the things, and even though things are different today, you know, the principles are the same. And I feel like the world today, it just does not do well at investing guys into men. And having gone through that struggle myself, and still am today, you know, I'm still constantly trying to learn and grow. I want to be here for you guys, you know, and I'll call you guys my brothers. Because, you know, we all need a place to belong, we all need a place to stay, and maybe this isn't necessarily ideal, maybe there's a different time zone, or you don't like all the content or whatever, and that's okay. But hey, if you need a place to hang, you can hang out right here, because throughout my videos and streams, there will be little things that I'll drop of life lessons or advice or whatever. And if you guys too kind of have questions that you want to send me privately, you can do that, you know, and I'll talk about them on the stream. I won't use names. I'll just chat about something, and it'll be directed to you, and you guys will know who you are. So anyway, so this is Project Wingman. Let's dig into it. So you have the initial campaign, which I haven't started yet, but this is why I really like Project Wingman, is the Conquest Mode. This really changes kind of what in-game means, and I truly love this. So let me spell this out for you. Conquest Mode is where there's 43 missions. As you can tell, I've already started. But there's 43 total missions. And you have this conquest map, and you can start at different sections, right? But as you can see, there's quite a few different areas, and there's different types of missions. You know, they can be kind of like destroying aircraft, or taking on a sea fleet, or taking down ground targets, or specific targets up in the sky, kind of like being like a hitman. You can select your difficulty between different 4 different difficulties. This one I've started at Mercenary, and oh my word, let me tell you, it is quite difficult. The thing that really makes this unique isn't, you know, the amount of planes, which there's about 20 of them or so, and they're all related to actual aircraft except for the last few. But what makes this one different is you can't die in Conquest Mode. If you die, you start all the way over. So that means if you die on mission 31, you die and then you revert all the way back to 0 right here, just like you see it right now, and you gotta go through it all over again, which is crazy. So this is the ultimate challenge. And again, it doesn't matter what difficulty you have this on, you cannot die. So even if you have it on the easiest difficulty, you still have to make it through the whole thing. And the missions are different, so there's about 7 different types of missions. You're going to cycle through those over time as you're working through all of the territories and everything. You do have some differences in weapon loadout. There is more availability of different types of weapons and which ones you can choose and select, which is great as you move on through other aircraft. But man, ultimately, this is challenging, folks. Playing this on Mercenaries, it is quite crazy. You also have an alert level, so as you're slowly taking over territory through your strategies and your skill, you also have to be aware of your alert level. And the higher the alert level, the more enemies there are, and the more difficult and challenging those enemies can be. And also the objectives can also become more difficult too. or there can be more of them. And so you start at 0, and you can get all the way up to 30. Alert level 30. And this is actually an achievement, and only 0.12% of the total players that have played this actually got to level 30. Now that doesn't necessarily mean they got all 43 missions. I'm sure there's a few people that actually have. But I mean, talk about the ultimate flippin' challenge, folks. I mean, and I live for this type of stuff. I really love it. I just get a huge kick out of just like playing zombies, or playing the hardest level on, or the second hardest level on like Ghost Recon Wildlands, or something like that. I just really enjoy the challenge. Or like Veteran on World at War. Or the hardest levels on oh man, what's that called? Wolfenstein. So I mean, I just enjoy the challenge. I get great satisfaction out of it. Quite a bit of frustration too. But yeah, this is impressive. Just this type of mode. I wish this mode was in more types of stuff. And yeah, it's great. And so I'm gonna showcase this for you guys. One thing that is nice is you do earn money and prestige, which is great. And so as you do not lose your prestige, but you do lose your money when you die and start over. And your prestige is used to actually get these planes. So you can work, I really kind of want this one. This is what I'm shooting for. But yeah, this is a very kind of long-term goal, is to work up through these planes, get better aircraft, you know, better stats, better better possibilities and all this stuff. And it's quite awesome to actually do it all. And so yeah, this game is quite difficult. Eventually, with enough attempts, you will reach the end, but this is like doing Dark Souls without getting hit. Or Elden Ring without getting hit. It's something like that. It's just completely over the top. And as you see, as we scroll through, there's different weapon slots, there's different, you know, stats that change with the aircraft. But it all costs prestige points. And so yeah, you gotta work up to that. Cash, credits in the game. Oh, I didn't want to back all the way out. Oh, here we go. If you have actual cash, you can go to the hiring den. And the hiring den is that you can basically kind of buy these pilots, and they can work for you. And you can, you know, get these upgrades. You can get fighters, or you can get airships, which are basically larger command ships that are slow and bulky and can take a lot of hits, but also have more firepower too. And yeah, as you build up credits throughout your sorties and stuff, you can pay for these guys. You can buy up to 6 pilots, and then the upgrades, you know, they stay there, of course, until you die and you got to start over. But yeah, this mode is quite fascinating. And I really love this. So, I mean, if you're kind of a flight simulator guy, you can, you might certainly want to try this out. And Project Wingman right now is $12.50 on the Xbox Store. So go ahead and check it out. Let's go ahead and get into a mission. You are going to see some issues with resolution. You are going to see some things too with anti-aliasing, with, you know, breaking of the frames and stuff. But visually, some of it looks quite beautiful. But yeah, like the aircraft, but like the shadows aren't perfect, you know. The photogrammetry is really good until you get close to it. That ends up being a problem. But you also have, oh yeah, you can pop flares, like right there. But you also have different views too, so if you want a full cockpit view, you can do that, and you can really make it as realistic as you want. But yeah, I just gotta say that, man, the Conquest Mode blew me away. I am truly impressed. And you can take some hits even on Mercenary Mode, which is nice, which that part, of course, is not realistic, but it is. You don't get enough hits. You can basically get 5, and then after that, you're done. Come on, give me the other aircraft. He's got to be up. There we are. Miss. See, I'm just gonna play this for a while. I'll probably take a look at the campaign too. Yeah, the thing that I enjoyed about the Ace Combat series is that you could replay missions, you know, with different aircraft. You can kind of switch things up and try a different way to play it. But this is kind of different every time. And you can change the difficulty modes, of course, but 43 missions? That's insane, folks. That's insane. And it's not like they're all exactly handcrafted, you know, I understand that. But it's incredible that you have 43 missions through Conquest Mode. I mean, this kind of reminds me of, like, the original Star Wars Battlefront and how we all loved it. You know, you get your ship and you shove it over the planet and you have a war on it and just all of that kind of stuff. And, like, we enjoyed the Conquest modes of that, right? And this is just like a, you know, more personal combat flight simulator version of that type of mode. And that thing is all over the flipping place. Yeah, he's hurt. He's definitely hurt. Come on. Bam. I do find some issues with the game, so like I said, there's some issues with breaking frames or breaking, you know, screenshots and stuff. There's issues with even selecting the closest enemy to you. I find that selecting an enemy kind of jumps around a little bit, a little more than I would like, honestly. But you know, it's still fairly good for what it is, but I do wish it was better. Oh man. Ooh, that was close. And I will be honest, I haven't even finished one mission yet. I haven't finished one. Like, it's been so incredibly difficult later into this mission. And it doesn't matter which one I get. Like, I haven't finished one of them yet. Which is just crazy. Oh, no. That was close. We got new bogeys coming in. Come on. Something I've seen too is that the controls are actually somewhat realistic. There's a bit of a lag time, like a mechanical lag time. So, you know, when you pull on the stick or you, you know, start turning the steering wheel, it's not absolutely instantaneous, right? There's still some lag there. You need to kind of let the mechanics catch up to the input. And I feel that in the aircraft. And so, and two, they're not quite as responsive as like Ace Combat is. And I enjoy that, because again, you're playing in this massive space, and like, you're not going to be freaking flipping all over the place. I mean, there's still going to be some lag, you know, there's going to be some restrictions, and we kind of want to see that in a realistic flight simulator. Oh, come on. I don't think I'm going to make it. Ooh!
Tracking. Let's pull up. Warning, missile inbound. Guns, guns, guns.
I do find too that the HUD is somewhat of a problem sometimes. It would be nice if there was a little bit better on the HUD there, or that it was easier to see some things. And then too, the buttons aren't necessarily how I would like. And you can't technically change these, but I've had, oh man, I've had some trouble changing the buttons, which is a bummer. So yeah, now that I've died in action, I get to see what my total prestige score is, and I get to keep that prestige and move it toward another aircraft. But again, like, I haven't finished a mission. And this time, we didn't even get to the second stage of the mission. So let's try it again. Again, we're going to have a randomized selection of the mission. And we'll even pick the same territory, and it'll probably be a different mission. It usually is. All of the credits, I didn't get to keep any of that, which wouldn't have been very much anyway. But yeah, I have been stacking prestige to get to at least like an F-15 or F-16, something like that. Because I got a fish bin, and I'll be honest, this thing is just a piece of junk. I mean, this is like the Korean War. This thing's freaking old. I mean, it's right up there with like the Sabre. And like, yeah, I mean, the Sabre was a pretty good aircraft, but compared to the modern, you know, Douglas engines and stuff of the 80s and 90s, it just does not flipping compare at all. It's horrible. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I will say, too, that also the scenery changes, which is really cool. And it's not always going to be exactly the same environment every time. Sometimes it'll be dark, sometimes it'll be, you know, kind of twilight out, dawn or dusk, and then sometimes it'll be midday. And so you also don't know what you're going to get with that, which is great. So the variability of the missions is kind of cool. And no matter what you're going to be doing, you know, like, you're never going to kind of get the same experience twice, which is neat. That was close. Closing pretty quick.
Monarch missile on the way. They'll take care of this one. Hitman 1 Catone. You're on the run.
Got him. Man, it's like freaking neon out here. This is kind of brutal. It's like tough to see. I haven't had one like this yet. Golly's hauling butt. So yeah, visually it's not perfect. There's some issues there, you know, and it's not like this is made by a super you know, AAA company or whatever. But let's be honest, the AAAs have been kind of trash anyway. Buggy, and just things aren't written very good, and the character development sucks. And I mean, just, you know, name the issue, and the AAAs haven't. But yeah, for $12.50, and if you like Ace Combat, you're probably gonna love this game. I kid you not. Oh, are you kidding? I'm watching the replay. Yeah, maybe tapped my wing, my right wing just slightly, or maybe my tail. That sucks. Let's try it again. Yeah, it was tough to kind of see in that one. So yeah, I'm going to be playing through the campaign on this one. I'll probably stream it, but anyway, if you guys are watching on YouTube, go ahead and give a like or leave a comment down below if you would like me to stream the entire campaign. The entire campaign, I believe, it's around like 20 missions, 25 missions, which is still pretty good. And those are all handcrafted and unique and stuff. But yeah, for $12.50, this is pretty good. Like, yeah, this is better than I expected. And the Conquest Mode, I think, is just wonderful. I wish there was just more of those options. You know what I mean? Oh, wow, yeah, this is different, too. cool environment.
Enemy's getting radar lock.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, they're huge. Woo, yeah. I'll focus on this guy. Alrighty. Get some free points there. This one I gotta make it to a certain point value before I can even move on. And it doesn't matter what I hit. But I'll see if I can get to the second stage here. Because, yeah, honestly, I have not been doing very good. I do really enjoy the lighting effects. They are pretty good. I do wish the resolution was a little better, like with the shadows, or like with some of the... Oh, come on. Got him. Ooh! Oh, I got hit anyway. Yeah, I really miss flight simulators. It's not a super common one, and if flight simulators are tough for you, they do have like a novice flight setup for the controls, so it's easier for you to take on and deal with instead of just getting screwed all the time. Yeah, I need to keep my speed up if I'm gonna make it. I just want to complete a mission, like. That's been part of the difficulty. All right, we're at 2,000. We're getting there. I can't wait too for some faster missiles, ones that can turn a little better. Cause yeah, I feel like I'm just getting screwed on this, big time. Oh man. Come on, man, come on. Ooh, man, that was close. Fighting a phantom here. See if I get him. Come on. Ah. Let's see, we're at about 8,000 feet. Let's get some more altitude. Missile away. I gotta remember my flares. That's one thing I definitely gotta remember. And flares, I think, are infinite. You can just pop them off as much as you want. Guns, guns, guns. You're on the money. Almost there. Oh, one more. Okay. Yep. Just barely. Just barely. That was close. Well, that's coming from the ground.
Here come the responders.
Come on. See what I mean? I'm trying to select that. That'll be one less problem. I hope. Oh no. Ooh, come on! Come on. Let's get one of them.
Fox 2.
Woo! Right away. Good deal. So now I gotta kill these guys, destroy all priority targets, and then I can actually move on to the mission. And I don't know if there's a third stage after this. I really have no idea. Because yeah, I haven't been able to make it past this point in the game. Which has been insane. Wish those would get out of my airspace. Come on, come on. Yeah, whatever. Let's see, 9,000 feet. I'm getting into the clouds here. Oop. That was close.
Hitman 1, Fox 2. Enemy down, good job.
Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, this is tight. This is tight. Come on. F-14D. That's what I'm working against here. Freaking flares. Come on, baby.
Monarch ready to fire.
Come on. Did I get him? I don't know, something blew up. I got what, one more?
Monarch, you've got a good lock.
Ow, man. Right freaking there, folks. The only thing that this is missing, in my opinion, is the co-op. That's it.
Hey,
Ooh.
still flying?
Yeah, I wish the co-op was here. That would be great.
Fox 2, good separation.
Got him.
Mission successful. Mop up and
Mission
get out.
complete. Oh my word, we finished a mission, folks. That makes me so happy. Total score was 7,150 points. So even on Mercenary, you can take quite a few hits. Let's see. So we see that we conquered the territory. We also get a bonus payout. And then a cordium is a resource you can get for upgrades and stuff. Which is great. So yeah, the next one is here, and then I get to decide where I go from there. You know, one of these further territories. Yeah, eventually the idea is to capture the entire map, which is nuts. Let's see if I can do one more. And your alert level goes up not on how many sorties you did. It goes up based off of how much time you've put into the conquest. So the faster you do those missions, the more efficiently you can get through them and not raise your alert level as much. I should have bought a plane. Oh my word. Can I go back? Nope. Can't go back. Frick. Oh yeah, this is gonna be tough.
Warning, missile inbound.
Hit the sound barrier. These guys are flying in quick. Oh yeah. This is gonna be insane, folks. This is gonna be dumb. And my plane is not a good one. Like, this is not a good aircraft to have. Not at all. This aircraft is garbage.
Guns, guns, guns.
And I think I'll basically have to use guns to take out a lot of these aircraft.
Radar lock, take them down.
Yep, look at that. Just turn on a freaking dime. It's insane. Insane. There we go. The thing though is I only have so many guns. Like I'll eventually run out of bullets, which will suck. Man, they are. Look at this. Look at this. They are everywhere. Whoa, I got hit anyway. Come on, let's down one. I want this guy right here. Oh, come on.
Monarch missile away.
Did I get him? I did. Frick yeah. Come on. Grab on. Grab onto one. Ah. Yeah, I gotta keep my speed up. Oh no. Yeah, that's gonna be a big problem. Got a hit, but yeah, it's not quite enough. Yeah. Okay.
Hey man, run! Missile tracking! Evade!
Oh my word! Come on, folks, come on. Yeah, I don't have much of my hull left. I can take basically one more hit and then that's it. Then I got nothing. Oh man. Pitch 34. No, I'm going like straight down. Okay. Oh! Alright, I get hit again, that's it. That is it.
Monarch, you're locked on.
Oh, no way! Oh, man. And so then, yeah, it resets. My score was pretty good. My total score, 25,000. But still, it's gonna reset. Ugh. The pain of that. Of trying to get through the entire conquest is insane. It's insane, folks. But what the ultimate challenge for a flight simulator. Like, that is so exciting. And yeah, here we are. Having to do this again. Wow. That's incredible. This time we can actually get an aircraft, though. So let's work on doing that. But yeah, leave down in the comments if you'd like to see more of this. If you'd actually like me to stream the campaign. I probably will anyway. But yeah, when I got some time to kill, I'm definitely going to be working on Conquest Mode. Because, I mean, it's just the ultimate challenge. And I'm truly excited for that. Because, I mean, it's just the ultimate challenge. And I'm truly excited for that. Audio's still working. Hopefully that, that Twitch trick worked for me. Let's see, anti-air would be really nice. I don't know how much I get. But yeah, anti-air would be huge. Yeah, I don't have like a super good turn. Yeah, I even got a really good turn rate compared to these future aircraft until I get further in, but man. $34,000. I'm pretty close to that. Getting the anti-air would be actually really nice. And you can see too, like the textures don't exactly look really great. Like some of the detail they gotta load into every time you hop in or change an aircraft. But they have a lot of different types of aircraft here. It's not the most I've ever seen, but you know, it's a fair amount. It's a lot of the ones you would recognize, which is nice. Like the SU 27 and 37. They don't have the, I think it's like the 29 or the 32, the flanker. That's like a bigger aircraft. Do they have the Foxhound? They got the MiG-29. Oh, there's the 31. I think the 31 actually is the Foxhound. That's pretty cool. It's my wife texting. Ready. But yeah, look at some of these aircraft. I mean, they're just expensive. This is basically the F-22. I have no idea why this is so expensive. That makes no sense. That seems like a joke. And the Harrier, which is kind of cool, but would not want the Harrier either. The turn radius is exceptional. Probably, yeah, yeah, it would be cool to get the F-15. I really like the or the SU-37. But anyway, so yeah, this is kind of a look at the game, kind of what to expect. And again, the campaign is just kind of running through the campaign and enjoying it for what it is. But yeah, I definitely need a, excuse me, a better aircraft here. A little bit faster. I think I'm going to go for this. Yaw rate is good. That'll be nice. Yeah, let's go for this. And then yeah, we'll try it with the new aircraft just to see what the difference is. Yeah, so far for the game itself as it is, I did a little reading too on the campaign, and like, it's not amazing for the story either, or like, you know, for the cutscenes, and there's not a lot of character development for yourself. You're kind of this like anonymous person, just kind of going through the story. So the cutscenes aren't like third person; it's first person for you, pretty much. But overall, I like the concept of the game, And I like this game mode, Conquest. That really kind of sells it for me, because that's just the type of gameplay that I enjoy. And, you know, seeing how far I can get and see if I can accomplish something really difficult. Because let me tell you, when I accomplish something extremely difficult, the endorphin and dopamine hit is extremely high for me too. So, and that's what I enjoy, folks. I enjoy the challenge and the reward of that. The graphics could be better for a 2020 game. I mean, we've had better graphics for the last, you know, back in 2016, 2017. And so, it's not great. The graphics, in my opinion, are not great. There's some issues there with shaders. There's issues with topography, like how clean of a resolution that is. You know, visually, Ace Combat is just, it's right up there. It's wonderful. I do like the handling of the aircraft. It seems a little more mechanical, which there's, you know, there's an input lag, kind of like stepping on the gas pedal for your car. And I enjoy that input lag. That's nice. There's not as many aircraft as I'd like, or as many technologies and abilities to actually, you know, play. Which I think that's kind of a bummer too. There's just not as much of equipment availability, if I could put it that way. Which I think that's a bummer. Only 16. Let's see, multi-lock. Pilot for usage. Ooh. I'd probably do that. Anti-ground, and then miscellaneous is open, which I can't really do much for that. We got different color schemes here. Is that right? Oh yeah, we do. Kind of like that one. Yeah, we'll go for that. Oh, I get to pick. I guess let's try this. Let's try that. Then I got my paint job. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, so, you know, for $12.50 right now, I'd even say for 20 bucks, this is probably worth it. But yeah, it is on sale right now in the store. But yeah, there are some refinement issues that are definitely present. And that's kind of, yeah, that's kind of sad. But yeah, if you enjoy flight simulators, you'll enjoy this. Especially the Conquest Mode. Because it's kind of like playing zombies, or like survival mode of Modern Warfare 3. That's just always something you're gonna enjoy and be a part of. Wow, the amount of... Oh yeah, here we go. Oop. Oop, I got hit. Not too bad though. Just got the smallest scrape on my hull. I gotta sit forward for this, folks. Gotta get in a ready position. Let's try this. Oh, wow, that's tight. Yeah. That is flippin' tight, folks. missed anyway. That sucks. I like the extra ammo for missiles, which is nice. You know, over 300, which is insane. But, you know, whatever floats your boat. Come on. Oh yeah, I hit him. Just a tad. Make 31. Oh boy. Wasn't enough. Oh, got him. Very nice. Ooh, that went right over my my right side. That was crazy. We're getting there. Oh, stall warning. Ooh, yeah, just dropped him right out of the sky. That was bad. Did he drop out too? That was wild. Smokes! Look at the rockets flying by on that. That's insane. Come on, come on. Yeah, it's incredible how close they are. That's.
Enemy aircraft shut down.
Got him. Yeah, I seem to have a lot more armor, to be honest. Much better aircraft. Oh, come on.
Fox 2, good separation. Gotta walk. I've got a good time ahead. Monarch's gone off radar.
And pushing the wrong freaking button, thinking it was the brake, and it was the yaw, so it was the rudder. That sucks. Better aircraft, though. So yeah, that's a look at Project Wingman. Honestly, I like it. Again, I think it's worth $20. It's on sale right now for, I think it was $12.50 on the Xbox Game Store. There are some resolution issues. There are some shader issues. Some of the textures kind of have to like pop in when you're in the hangar, which that's not good. But the game isn't broken. It runs pretty good. It came out in 2020, so it shouldn't have had a problem with some of the resolution like it does. But overall, the game is fairly sound. It works. It's a great complementary to Ace Combat. Not quite at the quality that it should be, or it could be probably. But you know, for what it is, it's pretty good. So go ahead and check this game out. Look at some reviews. Watch some other YouTube videos. Again, there's a story mode or like a campaign, and then a conquest mode, and plenty of attempts in conquest mode. Let me tell you. But overall, it's pretty good. So with that, folks, thanks for joining the channel. Again, if you're enjoying it, go ahead and give me a follow and a like and all that good stuff on Twitch and on YouTube. YouTube is where I'm archiving everything. And then again, the channel is to take a look at the gaming industry, do gaming news reviews, and also taking a retro look too at older games. And then reviewing the brand new games when they come out, when I have the cash. Money's tight, kind of like it is for a lot of us. But yeah, I'm gonna grab what I can for later this year. Folks voted in January earlier this year for Atomic Heart, which I did an initial look at that one, and we will continue the campaign. And then they also voted for Assassin's Creed Mirage, so I will be picking that up later in August. And then we'll probably be picking up Ace Combat or Armored Core at some point. And then we'll also be picking up Starfield. The problem is that, like, they all launch within 2 weeks of each other. And that's a lot of money to throw down all at once. So right now I'm paying off Assassin's Creed. I'll pick either Armored Core or Starfield. And then the other one I will buy later into the year, maybe around Christmas. So with that, folks, I hope you guys are doing good. Hang in there. It's, what, the middle of the week now? Give or take. No, it's Thursday, actually. Oh yeah, I know it is the middle of the week. So yeah, it just turned over to Thursday. Yeah, hang in there. Keep making that money. Keep making those goals. Keep investing in yourself, folks. It's important. Take time to rest, too. If you're giving everything that you have, then you don't have anything for tomorrow or for those emergencies that show up. And seeing my demographic, I see that half of you guys are basically 18. Is it 18 to 25 or 27-ish? And then the other half is basically where that leaves off all the way to 34, 35 years old. So yeah, talking to you guys, keep working on those goals, keep improving on yourself. And something I'm going to try to do is, when things come up in my life, or when I see certain things with some of my family members or my friends, I'm going to be passing that on with some kind of like tips or life hacks or advice for where you're at. And I remember going through school. I remember college. I remember dating. I remember being engaged. I remember buying my first house. I remember buying my first car, working on credit scores. I remember issues with work, my first real job, and the struggles with getting to all of those goals. And right now I got aging parents, so I'm going through that one. I got 2 kids. Both are very young. And so yeah, I've been through a lot of things. And you know, if there's anything I can impart on anybody to help somebody, I'm glad to do it. I'm glad to do it. And as always, folks, I don't promote this enough probably, but this channel is going to stay ad-free. I'm not going to have channel garbage, commercial, whatever, just strewn all over. Everybody else does it. You know, if you want to watch a car commercial or a food commercial, you know, go watch some other channel. You know, and they have every right to monetize, but I think some people really have the potential or the ability to create a job and great content for their YouTube channel, which is wonderful, or whatever other platform they're on, like if they stream on Twitch or Streamlabs or something. But, you know, this is just a hobby. And I also don't want to be worried about having to cater. I don't want money attached to this channel. I want to be who I am. I want to be able to talk about what I want to talk about in the capacity that I desire. And so I don't want to do monetization. I don't want to do promotional stuff. I want to do what I want, you know, and if I have things that I use or people can ask me to at any time, you know, leave me a message or like a whisper at Twitch at Don't Tread on Thee, or on YouTube, or a comment at GamingGarbage22. You can ask questions about what I use for controllers or what I use for a headset. So I just did one on a headset. It didn't take off very well, probably because of when I released it. But yeah, I think rigs are great for a headset. They've been my favorite so far. You know, I've been on here for getting close to 2 hours, and I don't even feel it. I barely feel it, folks. And it's great. And I wear glasses on top of it, and this is like the first pair where I can wear a headset for 2 hours and my ears are not killing me. It's wonderful. And yeah, so I'll drop stuff like that too. Something I do want to ask, and I'll make a short out of this. But something I do want to ask you guys is, would any of you be interested in learning how to repair Xbox controllers? And the reason I ask is because I got into that a few years ago. I've been making and fixing my own stuff for quite some time. Not heavily, but just when it breaks, right? And I've been doing some jobs where I've been digging into the Xbox consoles, all the way from 360 to today. And then, yeah, the controllers from Xbox One all the way to current. And I have a ton of parts still on being able to fix Xbox One S controllers, 1708 models. And I enjoy doing that, and I'm able to solder. But, like, would you guys like to see how to fix some stuff? Or would you guys like to see how to swap out certain parts, maybe? Or kind of how to troubleshoot your own controller? With the controllers, I can change and tweak anything. I've been doing it long enough. And I do custom jobs, too. So if you're interested in that, it is going to be spendy somewhat, especially depending on what it's going to be. But I am willing to, you know, get a, I am willing to, you know, do like a custom controller job if anyone out there is interested. So I've done that already a few times. But the idea, if you're interested, is we would talk about what you're looking for. I use pictures or like examples to kind of go off of in designing a controller, and then I look for it, and then I make sure that you approve with the parts that I'm buying. And once I get the green light from you, I order all of those parts, and then when they all come in, I do the controller, and then I also clean it or take care of any other issues that I see when I'm digging inside. I send you a view of the final product, see if you're happy with it, and of course I troubleshoot the controller too once I put it all back together and it has all the new parts. I'll tell you if there's any issues. Usually there isn't, but you know, there's always that chance. Life happens, folks. And then I'll yeah, once it's done, I'll ship it back to you. But the cost is that I gotta make something for the time I put in. Each custom controller I do, it's usually a minimum of an hour and a half, 2 hours. And if it's a big one, I'm probably putting in 3 hours of work. And so I gotta get paid for that on some level. And then too, the parts also cost money. Some of them are really cheap and others are actually quite expensive. Like if you have Elites, don't have me fix them, just go buy a new one. Or buy another pre-owned one from somebody else. Because I have not had a single customer yet that's been willing to fork over the money because of the sheer cost of those parts. Just the backing for a Elite 1 is like $30. Just the backing of the shell. Like, that's insane. Yeah, that's insane. We're not looking into motherboards. We're not looking into the joysticks or anything. It is literally just the back of the shell with the ability to put the paddle buttons on the back. And that's all it is, and it's $30. So, yeah, if you have those Elites, I don't do those Elites because it's always a no. For the last 2-3 years, it's just always a no, and I just really don't want to do those anymore. But if you have basic ones, like the Series X, or the 1S controllers, or the normal controllers for the original Xbox One, I will be glad to fix those. And upgrade them too. And there are some aftermarket things, like with triggers, and there is some customization. But yeah, again, I probably rambled on this a little too long, but I'm just trying to be thorough. But if any of you are interested in that, go ahead and reach out. So there's my email, which I don't honestly check that much, but like leave me a message on Xbox or a whisper on Twitch, or send me or leave a comment. I read all of the comments, and yeah, we'll find a way to connect, and then we can talk about price and see if it's worth it. And we'll include we'll talk about shipping too, because I definitely want to make sure I receive your controller and make sure that you get it back. So anyway, hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully you guys are sleeping like babies, and that life is not too hard for you. If it is stressful for those of us that have families or are married or have roommates. The recession is here, folks. And keep preparing for things to get worse, because I definitely believe that's coming. And the last time we saw this level of recessionary, more like depressionary stuff with our the rate at which money is available was during the Great Depression, which it's really not that available, and it's continuing to head down every time we get a new month and get a new set of data. So yeah, prepare, folks. Have some food at home. Have some money set aside somewhere else, at another bank, or in a place where you keep it safe, or whatever. But I don't think we're done. For those of you that have families and roommates and are moved out, I do not think we are done having our economic trouble. And in the markets right now, we just started seeing an issue in stocks and in bonds, and I really think it's because of this debt ceiling problem. But that will likely be extended later into the year, and then there will be a official resolve before the end of the year. And are they going to default? No. Maybe for a day or something. Maybe a late payment kind of a problem. But no, are we actually going to default as a country? No. Are we going to devalue our currency? Probably. Are we going to screw up the bond market some more? Yeah. Is there going to be some stress in the banking system? Yeah. But are we going to completely default and everything goes to pot? We're not quite there yet. But yeah, continue to prepare. If you have debt, get rid of it. Again, have some food. Have some cash on hand. Make sure that you have enough money between multiple banks. Don't just have it all in one place. Because if there's future restrictions or your bank goes out, you gotta have a way to access that money. And remember, when your money is in the banking system, it's not yours. It's the bank's. You've loaned it to them. And hopefully they'll give it back to you. But yeah, please be wise with your choices, folks. Be wise with your energy, time, and money. That's what I'm trying to do. And is it difficult? Yeah, but it's worth the effort. Because I provide for my family every day. And hopefully you guys are too. And with that, folks, I will see you on the next one.